it's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. It's Saturday morning. It looks kind of sunny out there today. Haven't been outside yet to see how cold or warm it is. If it was anything like last night, it was cold as hell. But what are you going to do? Wear lots of layers, drink lots of liquid, warm liquid, and suffer through it until the spring and summer hits, I guess. It's not my favorite time of the year. I know there's lots of people that love this time of year, and that's awesome. I used to. I used to be a big ice fisherman, snowmobile, walk the trails, get out and enjoy the weather, get some fresh air, but not so much. Now I just hibernate and suffer through it and wait for the warm weather to arrive. But that's just me. Anyway, I want to talk about today a great American band, straight ahead rock and roll band, the Black Crowes. This happens to be their debut album, Shake Your Money Maker. And I also have this one here, Southern Harmony Musical Companion. But today I wanted to focus on their debut album. Before I do, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Thank you to all that have liked and subscribed so far. I greatly appreciate it. I want to continue to put great content out there to be informative, to educate you guys on some of these great artists and bands and songs that I have in my collection. I want to continue to grow my collection as well, so I've got a big wish list. And as it grows, I'll be able to continue to put content out there to introduce you guys to some great bands and artists and songs that I have and I will get, and that I'm still discovering. And that's the cool thing about music, is that you discover different things at different times in your life, different musical styles. Songs can hit you at different emotional times as well, and mean different things every time you hear them, because you're in a different emotional state. And that's the cool thing about music. It's just it's a discovery every time you hear it. You could have heard a song a million times, but depending on what you're going through, or your state of mind, or your emotional state, it just means something different to you at different times. So this album itself, debut album, as I said, from the great Black Crowes. They were formed in 1984. They've had 8 studio albums, 4 live albums, and a number of charting singles. Considered a southern rock, blues rock, hard rock, and jam rock type of band, consisting mainly of singer Chris Robinson and brother rhythm guitarist Rich Robinson, and a slew of different other band members, bassists, guitarists, drummers. The album itself was named after a classic blues song by Elmore James. It's full of bluesy rock grooves, similar to the Rolling Stones and the Faces. Great heavy riffs from Rich, and raspy blues vocals from Chris. Number one singles off the album include "She Talks to Angels" and "Hard to Handle." And "Jealous Again" is a straight-ahead rock and roll song. "Seeing Things," the song has a southern soul vibe to it. "Thick and Thin" is another rocker, almost punk or new wave style. Beautiful vocals on "Sister Luck" and "Seeing Things." It closes with "Strutter Blues" and "Stare It Cold," 2 great songs. The album itself has an awesome groove to it. Great vocals, heavy bluesy riff, southern rock style throughout. Back to basics rock and roll, basically. So the brothers, throughout their years, have had their times. They hit fame, but then they heavy arguments, almost a split between the brothers themselves. I've heard it's over money. Chris Robinson was a little greedy from what I understand, and wanted the majority of the music, sorry, of the money earned from these albums and songs, and the rest of the band members either didn't get paid anything or very, very little. So that's what I've heard. I'm not sure. I should have looked into more of that, but I'm here to talk about the album itself. But they've since reunited, and actually they'll be touring on the Shake Your Money Maker tour. It's the 30th anniversary of the album, and it'll be their first live show since 2013. So after years of fighting, they've made peace with each other. I've seen them on Howard Stern show. There's a couple of great videos of their songs on YouTube on the Howard Stern show. They sound great. Rich is such an amazing guitarist, and Chris, his vocals are just sounding just as good today as they did back then. And it sounds like a cool tour, and I hope that they continue to put great content out there, that they remain together, because we need good rock and roll bands. There's not too many good rock and roll bands out there these days. There was a slew of them back in the 60s and 70s, and then so I hope that they continue to stay together, put great music out there. I hope their tour goes well, and I wish them well as well. Wish them well as well. I also wish them well on their tour. So the album itself, as I said, amazing debut album from a straight ahead rock and roll band, the Black Crowes, Shake Your Money Maker. Thank you so much. Have yourself a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye bye now.